Hey folks, we're back and we're here at Circuit World in Blue Ridge, Georgia, and it's now time for the All-Star Political Panel. Jane, we hope you feel better. She's not feeling well this morning. Now, we know it's getting close to Christmas time when Jeremy, the manager here, orders in all these
Pac-Man
retro,
games.
well,
Ms. Pac-Man.
there's like 9 retro games. And they do remind you of the day where, you went to the corner gas station and they had three stand-up video games.
Not in our gas station.
Look, I don't know where your gas stations are, okay?
Does that be Joyzy?
Convenience stores. I mean, you went to the convenience store. They had, you went in, bada bing, got the milk, played a game of Galaga, got the high score, and went home.
Yeah, that was at a game arcade.
Not all of us lived in town. Let's get past this. Sorry, and that's what. Not all of us lived in town. We had a store with 2 video games. You remember this, leaving? Although,
I kinda do.
What the hell?
I
did
honestly
you guys-
don't
How
remember
about
being
the-
at a convenience
how about
store.
the-
I'm sorry.
I
about
want to
this?
ask you what happened. I mean, how did you just?
We
Really?
got the memo. That's what you.
Is this what the wives did? Did the
Yeah.
wives do this to you?
Wives out of town.
Yeah, Bruce, let's do our pink shirts and our navy quarter zips.
I think you guys would look good.
I don't know how this is playing at home.
Come on, we got important stuff.
Important stuff.
We got material to
Is
cover.
it?
Bombshell.
Isn't
thing.
this how Shift opens up?
Oh, yeah.
the
Jeez.
hearings with a.
What a dirtbag.
Wow. Okay. So, wonder if we have anything to talk about. Boom. I think you guys know this, and our audience knows this. I want to say hello to Tom this morning.
I want to say hello to Ross.
You got somebody you want to say hello to?
I want to say hello to Barbara if she's watching.
Okay, there you go. We're
She's
done.
out of town.
But anyhow, I follow what the media does more than anything, just to keep up with. I call them the enemy. Okay, just the only way I can clearly do it, and I call them hashtag corporate corrupt media. The lack of news they're not reporting is to me, I go to the level of scary. The Democrats have come out and everything about this impeachment is at this high level, DEFCON 5. Everything that Trump has done is DEFCON 5, right? But realistically, if you go to the other side, the level of news they're not reporting that is actually something that could take down. They like to say, we can't sit back and watch our democracy crumble. Well, realistically, if it's crumbling, it's from this side, and it's scary to me, the level of news that's not being reported.
Let me give you an example if I can.
That's all I wanted to set up because I know you guys are going to bring that.
I have Cindy's sister in town, my sister-in-law. And we were chatting last night, and she doesn't, and I'm not trying to throw her under the bus by any means.
Hopefully she's not watching.
Well, I think she is, but I'll just say, there's a huge segment of the population, that just don't pay attention like we do, and that's fine.
My question is, was she worthy of a new bottle of wine or one you already had open in the fridge?
Oh no, we brought the new one out. But this was
Sorry,
even,
folks.
This was even before the wine.
It was same as the old one, but it was
And now
new.
I want to know what.
let me-
now when you get to chatting, I want to know what level it was at.
Yeah, and the question came up, well, how do they keep getting away with that? I tried to explain that when you've got the media on your side, you're light years ahead of the opposition because you're not getting the actual word out to the people that don't pay attention on a daily basis.
You're getting their opinion out.
That's exactly
And
right.
it's
You're getting
constant.
opinion stuff. And I said to her, and we've had the conversation before, and I said, well, what news do you watch? Well, I watch who's the black guy that took over for the liar on NBC? Lester Holt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lester the molester. He's got some accusations, but whatever. Anyway, and I said to her, did you hear the report about Amy Robach and spiking the story about Epstein? Wasn't reported. was not on NBC News. Now, you'd think, and to your point, the stuff that's not getting reported is unbelievable. I mean, in quantity.
Well, we have recently. Now, this is the ones we're aware of. We have recently Project Veritas. We have recently CNN stories that have been pushed down. We have recently ABC stories that have been pushed down and suppressed. And we've had
You mean
NBC,
that have never made it to air?
never made it to air.
Got
yeah,
it.
Yeah, it's suppressed. That
Yeah.
we know they were out there and told, we'll leave it alone. Now, when I say years ago, they still do it. But the only way I can really frame it up, if I was asked, years ago, company would hire PR firm to get their message out, right? You would hire a PR firm to get your message out, and if you needed to make a statement to the public, you'd call your PR firm,
Your PR representative,
right?
yeah,
and say, hey, we need to make. The simplest way to put it is these networks are a PR firm.
They've cut that person out.
Right.
They're doing that.
Yeah,
now.
they're the PR firm
Yeah.
for this corruption.
Right. All they're doing is peddling their opinion as opposed to hard factual news.
So in the middle of the night, we'll call it that because it does happen, is the reason why I watch at 4 a.m. because I watch, is it Project Mockingbird? Is that what they can go look up? But anyhow, they drop the news narrative every day, and I watch what they run with, and I watch how they build it, and then launch it on Sundays. They will make sure they time release things and then launch it. So every Sunday show, if you're sitting around watching TV and you're
Right.
laying back and you've picked one,
Right.
that they've got a narrative they're working on. And to say that, the flip side, let's look at this. Where are you seeing reported, and I know you guys don't watch the MSNBC and so forth. I understand that, and I do. Where are you seeing it reported of what's taking place, I think, December 11th, in the Senate Judiciary Committee with the IG report going to be publicized and put on display for the American people by Horowitz, right?
Yeah,
Where are you-
Horowitz is going to be in.
Yeah, but where are you hearing that reported?
Well, you won't.
Right. And you
Is it
said
the 11th or the 9th?
It's released the 9th, but he's going to be in front of.
That's right.
right.
In front of the committee
Yeah,
on the
both
11th.
dates are pertinent.
But
Now,
in the old days, when you would get something, okay, Lieutenant Colonel Vindman and Ambassador Sondland were in front of the committee today, and they said this and this and this. It isn't reported like that. It's like Lieutenant Colonel Vindman made a stunning announcement about,
Exactly.
about an attack on the Constitution
Mounting
by our
evidence.
presidents.
Mounting evidence.
Yeah, and Ambassador Sondland, it's all exaggerated. It's all designed to
Exactly.
just get a point across.
Emotional.
Yeah,
It's all
It isn't the facts,
emotional.
ma'am.
Chris Wallace said if Yovanovitch's testimony didn't touch you or whatever, whatever. So going there where we're at, okay. Now Rick said bombshell, kind of threw me off a little bit because the Democrats have everything's a bombshell, okay.
Mm-hmm.
This bomb had dropped, that bomb had dropped. So when you said that, I just didn't zero in.
Unless
But-
it's Rudy Giuliani, he's a hand grenade.
Yeah, he's a hand grenade.
Drug deal, hand grenade, bombshells. FBI official under criminal investigation for altering surveillance documents of Carter Page. I did not hear that reported anywhere.
Allowing the agency to spy on Trump campaign.
Right.
Yeah, open the doors.
It was actually reported last night by CNN. And the story broke, I think, on the Washington Post.
I didn't see it this morning. I don't focus in as much on Fridays because we have the panel, and I pick out some things or some subject matter. I'll say it in front of the camera. There's a day a week I need a break from them people.
I hear you. I've had a break all week. I really haven't been focusing on, the daily impeachment hearings. And
You don't miss much.
my wife has, and I come home at night and she's tweeting and she's banging. She's
What do you say? What do you say? And I said this. There's a couple things that I said here on the show, and I've talked about it because I told you recently I've been in Pennsylvania a lot, and I have seen the TV come on at 7 a.m. and go off at 10, and the channel not change. What do you think of the Never Trump network? I mean, really, realistically, CNN is, they are who we thought they are.
Communist News Network.
Right? MSNBC, that's what we expected. ABC, we expected it, right? Who is the Never Trump network?
Well, I mean, I
Take your
think
pick.
Fox News. No. Who are the never? CNN are not Never Trumpers. Well, yes, if you put that in a box, but you know what I'm talking about. Fox News is the Never Trumper network. What do you think about that?
Well, I think you're partially right.
Yes,
They've got a balanced number of reporters and opinion peddlers that some are favorable to Trump, some are not.
Do you see a Fox split in the future?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do
Yes.
I don't see a Fox split. I see a massive amount of attrition and a new network possibly starting.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. That a core group of current Fox people will leave and start their own network.
And do you think they'll pull in some of the old talent that's living in exile on an island somewhere?
I do. I think they'll
Maybe.
bring back a Bill what's his
O'Reilly.
name? Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, because O'Reilly is on Hannity's show a lot now. And
He has been. Well, he's been
Yeah.
promoting a book too.
I get it.
But you're
I get
absolutely right.
Yeah.
There's something there, and Hannity would be the first to go. I think.
And I don't want to say accidentally because I'm busy and I happen to be traveling into an area yesterday and I hit the scan on the radio and it came up Sean's show, and it's not I won't listen to his show. It's just usually I'm not
I know.
geographically or have time. So it came up Sean's show, and I said, okay, I'll leave it on. Let's hear Sean's take on the radio for a minute. So I'm driving, and the next thing I know, his next guest was Bill O'Reilly. And they're opening with banter on who's the most brilliant for 2 or 3 minutes,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you're the most brilliant guy in the world,
Yeah,
Hannity.
no, I can't say that, Hannity. I
Right?
think you are.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking,
Oh, boy.
okay, what do we got going on here?
Love fest.
But the Never Trump Network, Russia's highlighted to be careful with the Never Trump Network.
Well, he makes an appearance every once in a while, and they clip him a lot. If you look at the evening stuff, I mean, they're quoting him a lot.
Right.
And they're
Yeah,
bringing
he
a-
was on Hannity at the end
Yeah,
last
In
night.
the
Bringing a
evening
clip.
stuff, yeah, no. You're not. You're going straight to their people that could be gone. All right, Judge Janine,
Let me tell you, there's a dream team. There's a dream team out
Judge Janine.
Well, it is easier maybe to say who'd stay.
Well, obviously Brett Baer would stay, and obviously
Chris
Bill
Wallace.
Hemmer would stay, and
there.
Chris
Bill Hemmer
Wallace would stay,
and Martha McCallum.
Martha McCallum, and
Yeah.
I just know this. I have said this. Okay, what have I said multiple times over the past month, year, even that Fox is playing their role in this. You understand? Fox is playing their part, and what they have is they have a branded audience that won't leave right now. If you're a Fox viewer from the old days, let's go all the way back. Let's go on the way back machine.
To Shepard Smith?
No.
Gonski.
First, here's a test. If you can't answer, we'll do it after.
Holy
we'll look it
cow.
up.
Uh-oh.
First female host on Fox and Friends.
Oh, I can't remember her name. We've gone through this before. I can't remember her name.
It's in the way back machine.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. First,
Andrea Tanteros?
no.
No.
Before her.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
All right. So going in the way back. All right. Going back, Eric Bolling, Roger Ailes, what they had set up, which Bill O'Reilly, some of the news people they had right there. The point is they have nowhere to go right now. A Fox viewer has nowhere to go. Fox did an amazing job, even back with Roger Ailes. Fox did an amazing job to get a generation
The ratings
to
are
tune in-
completely off the chart compared to
tune
the other
in
ones.
and then get you to where you have nowhere to go. If you have no other place to shop, where are you going to shop? You're going to flip. You're going to hear, oh, that's a never Trumper on there, and you're going to flip over to CNN? No, you're not going to. You got nowhere to shop right now, right?
Yeah.
Now, when we get to, and we'll just say it like it, when we get to 70 plus in the generation, okay, they are, just wait,
We're there.
well, you can see the way you dress.
Yeah.
Like, I think afterwards you're going to go take a walk.
Better than the Utes.
Yeah.
These two Utes. What is a Ute?
These are some wild and crazy guys right here. So anyhow, 70 plus,
Yeah.
they're turning on Fox News in the morning and turning it off at night.
I hear you.
And they are. And they've got nowhere else to go. And guess what they've done? They have been turning it on since the day of inception, and their audience has grown, and they're not turning it off. And now they have these other people indoctrinating them in Fox.
Okay,
I don't want to take the whole thing on
No,
Fox.
no,
It's
I don't
just
think you
No,
can. I don't
I'll be the first to tell you. First thing that comes on in the morning is Fox and Friends,
right.
and it stays on. However, I being one of the 70 plus that you talk about, I'm very selective in what I watch. It may be on, but I only watch certain shows. I don't care about
Yeah, but you
Bret
get
Baier.
there. When you go in the kitchen to get coffee, you're getting their subliminal message.
Okay, all right. I don't watch Martha McCallum.
No.
I'm getting to the point on Sunday mornings at 9:00, that I just cannot.
Watch Chris Wallace.
Oh my goodness, when he comes on, and hello again. Oh my God, it's just like chalk
Well,
boards.
I will say this. This is my business. It's what I do for a living. But I'd probably do it if I wasn't doing this. So I don't. I would probably do it, write reports.
Yeah.
And I would get my two dogs in and say, sit down. We're going to talk about what just took place on
You only
I
got two
don't-
people to listen to it.
Sit down, man.
Sit down.
So I didn't want to get sidetracked on that, but I wanted to really what I wanted to do is, because I've been watching that MSNBC. There was a day when MSNBC and CNN would not let anything on their network that said Fox News. They're all sharing data now, and they're all complimenting each other. It is nothing to get a graphic of Fox News on CNN now at 4:30 with something Chris Wallace said.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
So their audience is saying even Fox News. See, there's a whole side of this. So it's nothing to be on MSNBC. It has been nothing for at least the last year, and we know the boys over at Fox have moved it, but it has been nothing for MSNBC, Joe Scarborough, not to use a Fox News clip to make fun of them, or not to say, look how they're in the tank with Trump. Now, they do that. All right, that
They
happens.
do that a lot.
But
Still.
but wait a minute. They are running clips saying Fox News agrees with us, or we're getting our information from Fox. Go ahead.
Why do you think that's happening? Do you think the Chris Wallaces and Martha McCallums of the world are saying, we have to be more broad. We have to, penetrate other audiences. Or is it from a management down thing? Saying,
Management down.
Or
Okay.
Now, wait a
or
minute,
are
wait
we
a minute.
are we being blinded, and are we not accepting the fact that there is another side? Maybe the stuff that I've seriously thought about
No.
this. I said, am I being so blinded by Trump in my support that if Martha McCallum says something that I don't like, she's just off my radar? Is she actually reporting maybe some balanced stuff, and I'm not pulling it in as balanced? I'm pulling it in as she hates Trump. She's a never Trumper, or is she doing her job? That's what I wrestle with. I truly do.
Well, again, I think that's where some
Interesting.
of the anchors, maybe we gotta somehow reach out to those people in MSNBC or CNN. We have to get them to at least hear our side.
Yeah.
So I maybe have to go a little towards them so I get more viewers.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand totally what you're saying.
Yeah.
And actually, that's why when somebody tells me something, even on CNN and MSNBC, I start going to look
Right.
at what did they just say.
Yeah. I mean, you got to
Okay.
challenge sometimes what's motivating the other side to basically understand the entire picture. And I think you do that in the mornings, and I obviously don't. So then I sit back and question myself, like I just said.
I think you're 100% right, and I think no matter how much we support our president of the United States of America, I believe in everything you do in life, don't do it to a fault. You know, bring it up to here, but don't do it to a fault, okay?
So don't be
do
rigid.
it to an extreme.
Right,
Don't
right,
be
right,
rigid.
right.
So rigid that you don't consider-
Yeah, don't put yourself in such a way that you won't sit and listen. You know, I have sat down with many Democrats and listened, and I don't want to say that we need to have a listening session with Adam Schiff, but I understand what you're saying. You're 100% right. I just think Fox News is involved, and they're part of it. I am a believer that when I say everything, I got to be careful. For the most part, I've got to back away from everything. For the most part, Trump, what is happening is why we elected him. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And I said this, I used this the other day.
Oh,
on
there's
my
no question about that.
And in the opposition, that's what just grates on their stomach.
Right.
That anyone could support, just a fool and a loser like Trump.
How could the people outside the Beltway not understand what we're going through?
Yeah.
Right.
And,
How can you not? Right. So when you say that, I agree. But I used this the other day on the show, and not to go long depth. I used to have one of my jobs was to go into a branch that was flailing, hurting, and behind in sales, and figure out how we could turn it around and make it profitable. And who do we have to get rid of,
Change
and who
the
do we have
culture.
to keep, and who is good in there, but we just didn't see it. Okay, so I would always go in and challenge. And when I challenged people that were in a branch, not to take too much time, I always cringed when I heard that's the way we've always done it. And I would say, okay, so I'll never forget, we had a 4-part computer invoice system from picking the order to this and that. So I asked this individual, so when it prints out, what do you do? And this individual says, I take it here. I pull off the yellow, I put it in this tray. I pull off the white, I put it in this tray. And I take the blue to dispatch. And what do? They send it to warehouse. They pull the order. They put it on a truck. They deliver it. They rematch it with the blue. They come back with the yellow, put it to the pink. I get ready to put
Bada bing,
it.
bada
I get
boom.
to put it in the filing cabinet. And I say, why do you do it that way? Because I've done this. Why do you do it that way? That's the way we've always done it.
or that's the way I was told to do it.
Exactly. That's the way I was told to do it, or that's the way we've always done it. Now, that individual, which has personally happened, okay, because when I was in management, that individual was immediately scheduled to sit down with me and explain why, and if they had a chance to do it different, what would they do, okay? Mm-hmm. Realistically, as simple as that sounds, that's all we've listened to this week is people that have been in their jobs their whole life, and that's the way they've always done it. Okay?
Exactly.
And that's as simple as I can put it, is what we've listened to. And Trump, legally, as president of the United States, by the Constitution, has the right in the executive branch to say, hey, we're not doing it that way anymore.
You got a whole
am
group,
I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. They've got a whole group of low-level State Department ambassadors and employees.
Well, middle level, let's say, some of them.
Yeah, a mid-level. Okay, I'll give them mid-level.
Okay.
That think that they are running the show.
Right.
And they can't stand the fact that we have a president that now is, running a parallel policy with them.
Not
Excuse me, I'm not gonna do it that
appropriate.
way.
Not appropriate, and not. What are the two words they've gone with all week long? Not appropriate. Improper and not appropriate. Right.
Yep.
Actually, the translation is that's not the way we've always done it.
Exactly.
Am I
No,
wrong?
you're right.
He's rocking my world.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got
We've
off of
always had
Fox
more
News.
control. We've always been able to
Right.
exert our influence. Now our influence has been neutered. Oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah, he's not listening to us.
He's
ignoring
Yeah,
us.
he's doing it against the Constitution. No, he's not. The other thing that bothered, do you mind if I ask
You
a
do
question
whatever
to
you
both
want.
of
No,
you?
go.
Does it not just grate on you when all of the people that you really feel are in the know, like you listen to Levin, and he says,
Don't mean to correct you. The great one.
the great one.
Sorry, had to do that.
You're right, the great one. Sorry.
Mark Levin.
But he, among others, will say that the whistleblower is not a whistleblower.
He's a spy.
He doesn't have this. He doesn't have the legal status granted to someone that wants to whistleblow.
Right.
He's not under the same set of rules. He doesn't get the immunity that everybody is trying to afford this person.
Yeah.
So why are they all walking on eggshells? Why don't they just say, "I'm sorry, he doesn't qualify or she doesn't qualify," whoever it is, Charmala?
Yeah, Greg Jarrett said that like
Greg Jarrett
weeks
has
ago.
been saying it.
Yeah.
Levin's been saying it.
Yeah.
Why don't they do anything about it? I don't understand that.
Well, as he said, I'd like to see some Republicans grow spines and do something about it.
Right.
And I think that's part of it.
Yeah, why don't they
Republicans-
Well,
just
did you
stand
read
up
the
and-
letter? Did you read the letter Jim Jordan and Devin Nunes sent Schiff? They sent him a letter
Yeah.
wanting the whistleblower and how do you, we've said this week on ends in this show, how do you keep investigating the murder trial without suspect?
Exactly.
And why can't, because there's a couple things.
Schiff is scared to death that he's going to be exposed for lying.
Well, there's
because
a couple
he knows
things
this
here.
person. He's known this person
All right,
all along.
He's already exposed.
Let's go outside the Beltway because
Okay,
Donald
thank
Trump.
you. Ooh.
Donald Trump's upset the
Breathe
Beltway,
again.
and let's go outside the Beltway. Okay, so let's say this: what I have said over, and you know, the media likes everybody that's testified mounting evidence. Well, and I am just taken back at how honest everybody is. Oh, their honesty. Well, they told the truth. They raised their hand, saying, "We'll leave that alone." I think the overall takeaway is the American people are actually hearing, because no matter who sits down, what do they all admit? How corrupt Ukraine is. So David Holmes has no choice but say, yes, corrupt. No, if you take every witness list, when they get to the Republicans, they have no choice, and they're admitting how corrupt Ukraine is, correct? Okay. We know that. Then the second takeaway is we know that this gas company, Burisma, in a very corrupt country, there's something wrong there. And it's just like you. Hey, you're the average guy or lady going to work this morning, and you're driving down the road and you're going to teach school or whatever, and you don't pay attention, but you're thinking, why is Hunter, if we've established, even to the Democrats' best witnesses, they say are corroborating everything, everyone establishes how corrupt Ukraine is.
It's a universal statement among all of them.
But right?
Yes,
Exactly.
If they're so
yeah.
corrupt, why are you giving them any money?
Well, not just why you give him money. You know, you got your son. Son, why are you going over there? Do you know what's going on in there when you get there?
Yeah,
I mean,
Dad,
that's
you
the
told me
average.
to, 'cause
But that's
you
the,
need some money.
But that's the average. To me, that's the average American's takeaway
Right.
here is, okay, why is Hunter over there? The place is corrupt. Why is Hunter over there? What really did happen? So I think it's all falling apart with America overall. I do. What say you?
Yeah. I mean, you know, you've got people just not comprehending why a president of the United States, before money's being sent, would just say, you know, can you guys give me a little bit of hint on what's going on over here, so I can justify to the American public that the money that we're giving you is valid and justified.
And then the twist of the phrase, I mean, from the beginning with Schiff and his parody.
Oh yeah.
You know, dig up a lot of dirt on the Bidens or my opponent or whatever. And they've consistently used it. And he never said it. But it's still, he's digging up dirt on a political opponent.
And you know the other thing about that?
Drives me nuts.
He cannot be sued. No one can sue Adam Schiff for what he said because he is immune.
Got quick subjects. I am so sorry to the audience out there that we got into the Fox News and the media debate this morning.
I thought it was
Maybe
good.
we did. Well, I want to cover some other stuff.
Okay, let's go.
Democrat debate, lowest ratings. Nobody cares. No candidates. People are not interested. What say you? Go.
It
John-
was basically, them doing stump speeches. They didn't debate amongst each other. They threw a few zingers and looked at each other and,
Yeah.
And once
they
again,
each did stump speeches.
Elizabeth Warren scared the Jesus out of me, Jack.
Oh.
She wants to take kids from birth. Yeah. Okay. So
I mean,
what
it was,
say you? Democrat?
all I did was I didn't watch it. All I did was read about it later, and the takeaway that I had was Klobuchar was the winner of the night.
Yeah, but
She had a zinger line, but
I didn't watch it. Tulsi Gabbard got drilled by Kamala, among others. Pete Buttigieg did not
do anything.
didn't do anything.
never answered a question. He
Right.
just put a lot of intellectual, deep thoughts together to try to make people think he's very smart. I just don't know what he said.
Exactly.
It's
And then-
vaporware.
Right.
It's
Okay,
vaporware.
let's go ahead.
Everything they have is like not going to happen. It's
Got
so
it.
much
Got it.
BS.
Okay. So second, let's double off that. Who's not on the stage? Deval Patrick. I still say keep an eye. Okay. Wait. Before you chuckle over there. Okay. He's chuckling.
I'm already chuckling.
Okay. Deval Patrick. That is one smart brother. That is a smart guy. He is. Whether you like his, that's a smart guy.
Fine.
And he
Tell me-
was not sitting around him and Levy. And him and Levy, what do you think of this whole Democrat debate thing and the group of candidates? I just don't see anybody I'd vote for, Levy. Okay, I think I will run. Hell no. Head of Bain Capital, him and his buddy for life, Barack Obama.
Don't forget, Bain was a kiss of death for Mitt.
Not gonna. Mitt's white. I hate to say this. Okay.
Okay, tell us about Deval's first public appearance.
Just. Okay. I don't think it's accidental because I'm going to go somewhere with this. What say you?
What say me? I'm going to tell you my loser of the week right now.
Damn.
My loser of the week
Went
is
all the way to the distance.
My loser of the week is Deval Patrick. My loser of the week is such because Deval Patrick went to a black college institution at the same time that the Democrats were holding their debate and got this huge room at Morehouse and said, I'm going to
Historically black college.
hold a huge rally. 2 people showed up. 2 people showed up to watch that. The news had it on. He's standing up there. There's 2 kids in the audience. And finally, he walked off. The kids walked off. The thing was a bust.
I got it. Okay.
And you know what? I understand what you're saying, and I get it. He's in the inner circle. He's from Chicago. He's Bain Capital. He's locked to all these crooks. And he doesn't have to stand up on the debate stage and make a fool out of himself, telling everybody that they're going to do away with fossil fuel. Now, does he scare me a little bit? Heck yeah, he scares me a little bit. But
I'm just saying keep an
coming
eye.
I'm coming around a little bit more to the fact that he's an insider and no one else knows anything about him.
East Coast.
Wait.
East Coaster.
I got it. I'm going to jump out there and say keep an eye open, okay? And I'll
Me
tell
too.
you why, and we got to wrap up. Because nobody, when I say nobody, we're talking about there's been the new Wisconsin poll that just came out. They don't want you to know that the Wisconsin poll that came out has Trump beating all of them in Wisconsin, okay? He has like an 8-point on Warren in Wisconsin, okay? He is beating Biden in a poll, the same poll, by like 3 or 4. Trump beats all the top tier in Wisconsin right now in a poll. They want to talk about it. Warren is scaring the daylights out of people, okay? And if that's going to be the candidate, their nerves are shot. So I think keep your eye open. Winner or loser, I got to close. I got a pet of the week. We got a couple more seconds.
Okay, my airball. I have 2 actually. Tesla came up with their new Cybertruck.
I was looking at
It
that.
looked like something a kid put together in his backyard. Anyway, they said it has armor glass, so he threw some metal balls at it and broke the glass. Loser.
I love
And also, Victoria's Secret show is
That was Elon Musk, right? Out there throwing the.
Yeah. Victoria's Secret show's been canceled for lack of interest. They're a thing of the
Oh
history.
my God.
My home run, John Voight. He got the National Medal of Honor for Arts from the president, along with some other people. But they were sitting there and they started playing the theme from Midnight Cowboy. So he jumps up and does a little shuffle. Trump's over there just lapping it up. It's great.
Good
What say
stuff.
you?
I've already given you my loser, who's Deval Patrick. And I'm saying, keep an eye on him.
All right.
But right now, he's off everybody's radar. My winner of the week is Elise Stefanik.
Yes. Okay,
Elise
I'll go.
Stefanik came out of the woodwork, came out of her shell, and she was taking names and writing letters home. She wasn't putting up with any of Adam's crap. He'd say, out of order, out of order. Excuse me, I'm not out of order. You're going to keep interrupting me? She said she had a few zingers, but she really had a poignant line of questioning that I think really contributed big time.
A rare Republican from New York.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my winner.
I have one other winner. The Trump campaign. They have the new T-shirt. Bullshit.
Order it today online.
That's F, folks. F.
Participating stores, okay, 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. Okay, so let me close this real quick, all right? I want to go Georgia. Georgia. I want to go
Georgia.
Hush. You two in the pink shirts and blue sweaters,
We got the memo, all right?
okay? Anyhow, I want to go Georgia, okay? So I like my governor, Governor Brian Kemp of Georgia. I don't know. I have not looked up. You may have made an appointment while I was asleep. Maybe you didn't. I'm not telling you you have to appoint Doug Collins to be the senator. I'm not telling you you have to. But I want you to remember, sir, that if you think you're going to go into suburbia Atlanta, appoint a lady, I forget her name, big executive, WNBA, big money person to this, and you're going to forget about rural Georgia, don't forget, you did not win. The way you became governor is, I'm going to say closely, the 9th district of Georgia. Okay, we are the third most Republican district in the United States of America. So if you think you're going to appoint somebody for Johnny Isaacson that kindly mirrors a little bit, but may give you favor in suburbia Atlanta, just think, okay? Just think. Don't forget us. That's all I got to say. We got a break. Do the right thing, Governor Kemp. That's what they said, right?
Yep.
Do the right thing. Take us out of here.